down to the final 2 games of the IHSA high school football regular season with Week 8 of Football Friday. Several local teams are clinging to playoff hopes with opportunities to earn victories dwindling down. The team that's closest to a postseason spot is Naperville North. The Huskies have won 2 straight games in dramatic fashion and hope to pull off the upset against number 2 ranked Lincoln Way East. The Griffins have impressed all season long but are playing without USC commit and the state's all-time touchdown passing leader, Jonas Williams, due to injury. To pull off an upset, you need big plays to disrupt the game, something like a blocked punt. Defensive lineman Gabe Hill delivers a block that sets up the North offense.
Punt is blocked by Gabe.
William Elo plunges in from 2 yards out a few plays later to give the Huskies a 7-0 lead. Another big play by the North defense is a fumble recovery by Marko Pavlovich after Griffin Jurjovic knocks the ball loose. That sets up William Elo's second touchdown of the game as he breaks loose from nearly 40 yards away. The Huskies have the Griffins shell-shocked with a 14-0 halftime lead. In the second half, Lincoln Way finds its footing behind the legs of Brody Gish. He takes the Wildcat snap and heads to his left and scores from 6 yards out. The 2-point conversion attempt fails as North holds a 14-6 lead. The Griffins are back in Husky territory with less than 8 minutes to go in the game, but the North defense stands tall and forces a turnover on downs inside the 10 to maintain the lead. Last chance for Lincoln Way East with less than 5 seconds on the clock. Quarterback Tyler Nollenberg buys time and fires a Hail Mary into the end zone, but Griffin Jurjovic knocks the ball away. The North players storm the field as the Huskies are heading to the playoffs after handing Lincoln Way East its first regular season loss since September of 2021. Despite a heartbreaking loss to Naperville North a week ago, Neuqua Valley can still make the playoffs if the Wildcats are able to pull off 2 wins in the final 2 games of the season. The Cats visit the reeling Sandburg Eagles, who have lost 2 straight after starting the year 5-0. After scoring 3 touchdowns against the Huskies last week, Andy Barkley picks up where he left off with a shifty 20-yard touchdown run through the Eagles' defense. The Wildcats strike first and take a 7-0 lead. Sandburg takes a 10-7 lead into halftime, and the Eagles get the ball to start the second half. Filling in at quarterback is Jeffrey Bellick, who throws a screen to Luke Basiorka, who follows a convoy of blockers ahead of him, then sprints down the sideline for a 65-yard touchdown. Sandburg opens up a 10-point lead to start the half after a 17-0 run. Neuqua trails 24-14 late in the game. Drake Meneke looks to keep the Wildcats alive. He finds Andy Barkley, who makes the catch and scores his 3rd touchdown of the night. 6 TDs in the last 3 games for number 5 as Neuqua trails 24-21 with 2 minutes to go. Sandburg needs a first down to run out the remaining clock. Facing 3rd and 7, Bellick keeps the ball himself and powers through for a first down with some help from his offensive line. The Eagles are able to hang on as Neuqua falls in another heartbreaker by a 24-21 score. Bandit Academy also has hopes of making the postseason, but the Red Wings will need to bring their best while celebrating senior night against Nazareth. The Roadrunners will provide a major challenge as always. The Roadrunners lead 14-0 entering the second quarter and add to the lead with a 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. Charles Calhoun scores from 19 yards out to make it 21-0. Just before halftime, Nazareth takes to the air. Jake Sestone hauls in a 49-yard touchdown reception from Jackson Falia to make it 28-0 heading into the break. In the fourth quarter, the Red Wings get the offense going. Cristiano Diomede throws a pair of touchdown passes, one to Luke Doyle and another to Ben Albert. But it would not be enough as Nazareth gets the win by the score of 42-14. Bennett falls to 3-5 on the year with the defeat. Metea Valley has consistently shown improvement throughout the season, but unfortunately the Mustangs do not have any wins to show for it since week 2. Metea fell in overtime to Naperville Central a week ago, and now has another strong opponent on the road at Lockport. Trailing 7-0 in the first, the Mustangs answer back as quarterback Charles Larson drops a screen off to Zaylin Terry, who breaks the tackle and scores from over 50 yards away to even things up at 7-7 in the early going. Mattia trails 21-7 late in the second quarter when Larson gets another touchdown pass, this time finding Marcus Seward wide open into the end zone. The Mustangs are down only 21-14 at the break. The Lockport offense proves to be too overpowering. Adam Kozak catches his second touchdown of the night from Brendan Mercher. The Porters are able to hold off the Mustangs by the score of 34-21. Lockport is now playoff eligible at 5-3, while Mattia drops to 2-6. Naperville Central is out of the playoff picture but would love to string some wins together to end the season. The Redhawks host Homewood Flossmoor for the final home game of the year. The Vikings lead 7-3 in the early going and add to that lead via the ground game. Courtney Smith scores from 29 yards away to make it a 14-3 game. In the second half, the Redhawks try to stay close. Jackson Loth finds a sliding James Vent in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Central trails 21-10 midway through the third. But Homewood Flossmoor does not let the game get any closer. Rashawn Coleman throws a deep ball to Miles Ellis, who makes the nice catch in tough coverage for the touchdown. Homewood Flossmoor improves to 4-4 with a 29-10 victory over Naperville Central. Waubonsie Valley picked up its first win of the year in blowout fashion last week. The Warriors hit the road against the talented Lincoln Way Central roster. After a quiet first quarter, Knights quarterback Drew Woodburn scrambles for the first touchdown of the game. Lincoln Way Central takes a 7-0 lead. The star of the show is Knights running back Justin Cobbs, who scores 4 times in the game. Lincoln Way goes on a major run to build a 30-point advantage. The Warriors get on the board in the fourth quarter with a touchdown pass from Nolan Alberson to Colin Ford. That's all the green and gold would be able to muster as Lincoln Way Central takes a 37-7 victory as the Warriors drop to 1-7. Naperville North is heading to the playoffs for the 5th season in a row after a win over Lincoln Way East, but it appears that the Huskies will be our lone postseason participant in 2025. The best that Neuqua Valley and Bennett can do is improve to 4-5. Next week, the marquee matchup is the annual West Spencer Crosstown Classic between Naperville North and Naperville Central. The game will be played at North Central College and streamed live right here on NCTV 17. The Huskies would love another victory to improve their playoff seeding, while the Redhawks will undoubtedly be fired up in hopes of upsetting their rivals. Neuqua Valley welcomes Lockport, Mattia Valley heads to Homewood Flossmoor, Bennett Academy visits DePaul College Prep, while Waubonsie Valley welcomes familiar DuPage Valley Conference foe DeKalb. Just 1 week of the season remains for 5 of our local teams, so be sure to return next week to see how the year comes to a close before Naperville North begins its playoff journey. We'll see you next week for the regular season finale of Football Friday. I'm Justin Cornwell. Thanks for watching.